Two-a-days in the summer sun, pushing the sled in the rain, endless days of practice. All that hard work culminates tonight as the 5-5A district champs and number 12 seeded East Ascension Spartans host the number 21 seed, the West Ouachita Chiefs, in the first round of the state playoffs. The road to the Dome starts now, and it's exclusively on the REV Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips, keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
90 years. It's not just a number. It's decades of dedication to great service. The local team at REV has been serving Louisiana families and businesses for generations. Our people have the experience to deliver a superior network, which gives you the speed and reliability to live your best life and get more done at work. We're here for your home and your business. You can count on REV. 90 years of building connections.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spartan Stadium as we have the bi-district round of the non-select Division I state playoffs right here in Gonzales, Louisiana, between the East Ascension Spartans and the West Ouachita Chiefs. I'm Jimmy Frederick, along with me, Hall of Famer David Swacker, and we have got a great game for you tonight. Before we get to much more, let's take a look very quickly at what's happening around the area for playoffs tonight. Of course, we're here. Number 21 seeded West Ouachita comes into number 12 East Ascension. Number 19 Sanamaw is playing at number 14 Ouachita. Number 25 Prairieville making the playoffs for the first time in their second year in existence at number 8 Southside, and a big one with Dutchtown number 28 and number 5 Central. So that's a big games happening around the area, and we'll talk about more about that as the game progresses. But before we do that, something very special happened tonight, a very innovative thing that the EA Yell leaders did for the very first time. They hosted EA Friday Night Live from Burnside just about an hour ago. It was college game day style, really cool. They had a field goal contest, a guest picker, the whole thing, and they really did a great job. Let's head down to East Ascension TV's Molly Kilgore and Jira Cedillo right now. Got girls?
Hi, I'm Molly. And I'm G-Ray. And we're here with
Hudson Browning, Brett Gomez, Peyton Morrow.
So tell me, what motivated you to be a host for tonight's show?
We just wanted to start a new tradition, man. Something a lot of people haven't seen, and we just wanted to start something off that we can leave our legacy.
All right. What's your favorite thing about being a Yell leader during football season?
Being a Yell leader is one of the best things here at EA, and just being able to overturn the outcome of a game without actually being on the team is just a great feeling.
Do you prefer home or away games?
I prefer my home game. I think we have one of the best venues in the state. It's looking pretty packed tonight, so I hope we can make an effect on the game.
What is the best food to eat on game day?
Oh, got to be a Raoul's Burger right here on Burnside.
How do you feel being a part of the first class to be able to do something like tonight's show?
This was something brought to by Coach Brownfield and Miss Andrews. They came get me. I said, I know the two guys for this, and Hudson Browning and Peyton Morrow, and it's something we're all passionate about. We love sports, so we had a lot of fun doing it. It wasn't really a chore.
If you could tell one thing to the entire football team, what would you say?
1, 2, 3. Win today!
Yeah! Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Back to you. Deuces!
Thanks, Molly. Great job, Jira. Appreciate you guys being down there, and what a cool show it was. David Swacker, it's time to talk football now, however.
Before I do that, there was something else that happened today.
What's that?
Happy birthday to you, brother.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
Happy birthday to you. You know, I'm not going to talk about who's going to catch who or anything like this, all right? But what a great opportunity to work with a great guy right here. Happy birthday, son.
Well, thank you. I wouldn't want to spend it anywhere else than with you and the great crew of REV right here at the football game with East Ascension and West Ouachita. Let's take a look at our coach's notebook. West Ouachita has head coach Mike Rainwater in his 5th year, 30-24. And, Coach, they run a very unique style of offense for this time.
And, you know, when I saw him in warm-ups, I was thinking about my old buddy from West Monroe. Don Schaus.
Mm-hmm.
He brought that offense to the pit twice. And, of course, we had to go against it twice up there at West Monroe. And I'm going to just tell you, it is unique when you can not block a human being on the defensive front, and that human being might be number 88 for East Ascension. And then you can get outside and pitch the ball and have somebody with the abilities of their tailback, and you got to throw a block downfield, and, you know, this guy may be in the end zone right here. So a lot of interesting things could happen, you know, easily with this offense. Doug Morrow will tell you that, you know, they ran the veer and beat John Curtis in the dome. And, you know, it's not the triple option that, you know, you saw with the Larry Stewart days. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see just exactly what happens, because sometimes they have a little power football in there. But most of the time, that quarterback, and he is an inexperienced player, most of the time that guy is going to be reading somebody that's not going to get blocked. And if things work out well, especially on the outside blocking, you could have some big plays for West Ouachita.
Definitely. Now let's take a look at East Ascension. Of course, Brock Mathern in his 2nd year. He is 10-10 with that victory that they had just last week. And what a great season they have had. Co-district champs. They actually, in my mind, have the district championship because they beat Denham Springs.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. Look, I'm going to tell you what, the district is very solid, and I think it's only going to get better and better. You know, I think Prairieville's just going to become a better and better team, a stronger and stronger team. But you have one thing that's not answered right now. what district are the Ascension Parish School teams going to be in, and what is the Livingston Parish School? What district are they going to be in? Because there is some talk in the LHSAA of moving Central, moving Zachary, moving Woodlawn, and moving, help me out with the last one, which would be Lehigh Schools, not Lehigh,
Liberty, yeah.
And bringing Liberty and Woodlawn down with the Ascension Parish, and having the Livingston Parish with Zachary and Central going together.
All kinds of things. As soon as they say the same, they change on us. All time for West Ouachita and East Ascension, they've only met one other time, and that was in 2022 when Darnell Lee was here, and East Ascension handled them pretty easily, 37-0, and that was a playoff victory in the bi-district round, I believe. Now let's take a look at our keys to victory. For West Ouachita, they have to do a few things, and that is going to be force turnovers, control the line of scrimmage. And the one thing that Coach Rainwater talked a lot about when I talked to him this week, they're very concerned about the explosiveness of East Ascension special teams.
Well, you have some very good athletes on the East Ascension side and able to make big plays in special teams, on offense, on defense, or whatever. And I can just tell you, forcing turnovers is almost like the best player on your team. And if they can do that, no telling what might be able to happen for them.
For East Ascension, this very different offense that they are going to be seeing, they have to be disciplined on defense. They have to protect the football. And Brock Mathern really wants them to play with that playoff energy. But I think the main one is that be disciplined on defense. Coach Mathern said the scout team did an incredible job of trying to mirror what the Chiefs are going to be doing offensively with the veer and the option.
And that's very, very important, what that scout team can do. But that's not a varsity team, okay? That's basically made up usually of your underclassmen that played a JV schedule this year. I would like to say, handling yourself defensively, you have to realize the RPOs that you run, by the teams, the offensive teams, it is a little bit of an indicator. If you can handle that, you have the same situation basically for the Spartans to be able to handle.
EA's playoff notebook. This is how they've been. The highest seed they've ever had was in 2013. They were a 3 seed. All-time playoff record, 25-28. Spartans Stadium, they're 17-12. Their last playoff win was 2 or 3 years ago against West Ouachita in the bi-district round. The deepest they've gone is the semifinals in Class 5A in 1991. The Chiefs are on the field, and we're about to have the pyrotechnics and the Spartans on the field momentarily. What a great shot right there of the Spartan riding the horse, Spartan Nation. Very cool. Light show, of course. Let's talk a little bit about this quarterback for West Ouachita. His name is Trigger Booth. He is a sophomore, and he has only come into the game in the last 3 games because their starting quarterback, Devin Ellis, broke his hand a few weeks ago. So he has been thrown into the deep end, and here he is at Spartan Stadium in a playoff game.
Yeah, and, I'm going to just tell you, 10th grader on top of that. But I will say this. They're from the Monroe area. That's some tough football up there. And I would venture to say their schedule, their JV schedule throughout this year has got them ready for this ball game tonight.
Trigger has done a really good job, according to Coach Rainwater, of really working on the speed of the game. It goes so much faster from that JV schedule to the varsity side. And being able to run that offense proficiently, because it's all about timing. It's all about angles. It really, he's been very impressed with the way that he's been able to make that transition.
And, when you look at both teams when they were warming up, at East Ascension, a lot bigger physically. I'm sure maybe faster also. So it's going to be important. I think this kicking game has got to be really important for West Ouachita tonight.
It is time for our prayer and our national anthem, and we will lay out for that.
At this time, we ask you to please rise and remove your hats for a moment of silence and for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's colors are presented by the East Ascension NJROTC. Cadets Yitzhak Escalante, Montel Cole, Desamir Gray, and Pedro Reyes. The national anthem will be played by the Pride of EA Spartan Band.
The Pride of East Ascension Marching Band always does a phenomenal job with their rendition of the national anthem. We are moments away from the start of this football game, and we talked a lot about West Ouachita. It is now time to really turn our attention to the home team, the East Ascension Spartans. I think, it really starts for the offense with J.J. LaBeouf and Jason Blackburn. Jason Blackburn has done a tremendous job running the football, 91 rushes, 573 yards rushing. Just a great job for him.
Well, there's no doubt that, nowadays the way football is, it all starts with that snap. And East Ascension has a very good kid at quarterback, understands his limitations, but also understands his assets. And getting balls down the field to the proper receivers, handing the ball off. And, the amazing thing is when you talk about the quarterback, sometimes you have to mention, sometimes the quarterback is number 88, right, on the offensive end.
Yeah, and you really have to, when you think about all the things that Bryson Martinez has done. He has really, really done just about everything, and even more so in the last few games.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to me to see what the offensive staff does for this first round of the playoffs right here, just to see exactly what Martinez is going to be, how he's going to be involved differently than he's been in past games.
Our captains for tonight's game for East Ascension, number 6, Jason Blackburn, number 4, Dawson Landry, number 1, Jeremiah Merriweather, and number 2, Javon Javius. And for West Ouachita, it is Douglas Angel, number 77, David Joe Netherly, and also Devin Ellis. Devin Ellis is the quarterback who was the senior quarterback. He had broken his hand And let's do starting lineups for West Ouachita to start things off. Quarterback Trigger Booth at quarterback. He's only a sophomore. Dustin Ball will handle most of the running duties from his tailback spot. Brody Otwell has been moved from his linebacker spot to fullback. Wide receivers are McPherson and Hickman. Tight end, all-district Dylan Robb. And across the front, Blake Robertson, Owen Struben, Hayden Thrasher, great name for the center, David Joe Netherly, and Cooper Donaldson. And we are ready to rock and roll on a bit of a warmer evening than we would have liked for a November 14th ball game, but nonetheless, it's not 92 degrees like it was a few months ago. Oh, well, that's a few weeks ago, not months ago, a few weeks ago.
Beautiful day today, though.
It was. We have been very lucky this year that we really haven't had to deal with much weather for these games.
And then just in our community of hurricanes, 0.
That's right.
You see the group that you always see, and not really wondering what that is all about other than making them think on West Ouachita's side what's going to happen.
Kick is away. It'll be scooped. We will catch the defensive starters right after this play. Pretty big offensive line coming out for the Chiefs.
Well, look how tight the splits are between the offensive line. Power football, 2 tight ends.
We haven't seen an I formation in a long time. It'll be the fullback, Otwell, taking the first handoff. He will pick up almost 5 yards and get near the 50-yard line.
And for you people that haven't seen this, this is the offense that led Don Showers and the West Monroe Rebels to about 12 state championships.
Starting lineups on defense, Cameron Stone, Johnson, Martinez, and Short across the front. You've got Miles, Landry as your defensive backs along with Smith, Landry, and Levy. We'll talk more about them as we get going. Second down, handoff to Ball. Ball is hit at the line of scrimmage. He gets a yard on forward progress. Brings up third down and 2. We talked about the fact that there's a lot of zone blocking and angle blocking on the offensive line. They've got some big guys up front, including Cooper Donaldson, who is 307 pounds. You've got Dylan Robb, who's 6'5", 235 at the tight end.
Short yardage.
Sophomore quarterback, Trigger Booth, hands off to the fullback. He almost looked like he got hooked by a shepherd's crook, and he just got thrown down, but he gets the first down. All he needed was 2 yards. He got 3.
Well, if you're an offensive line guy, which I really enjoy watching those guys, they're coming off the ball. They're not giving up any room, and they're trying to get penetration right there and get a little movement on the defensive line. And they're basically defensive line is like in a goal line defense.
You cannot. It's going to be fumble and a false start. It looked like the center Thrasher fired off a little early. Although I don't know how you could fire off if you're the center a little early, actually. Let's watch it here. Yep, he just missed the snap. It'll back him up 5 yards on the procedure call. So it'll be first and 15. Backs them up across midfield to their own 48. Martinez loses his hat. Pick up a 4 by Brody Otwell.
Yeah, Martinez loses that hat. Of course, he's got to come out of play if there's not a penalty on it. And, of course, there wasn't. But you'll notice every once in a while that offensive line will shift over and where you'll be a little unbalanced on one side right there. And usually when they're unbalanced, they're going to run to that side. Now, here we go. We widen out a couple of receivers there.
Javius is going to go wide and guard the receiver on the top of your screen. Handoff to Otwell. Otwell goes nowhere. I think they might have had an extra person on the field, but I don't see any flags. No gain on the play brings up third down. One of the keys for Brock and his team, Coach Mathern, is to make sure that they get off the field on third down. As always, a great crowd on hand for this playoff game here at East Ascension.
Working on some bootleg in the pregame.
Booth will roll to his right, pulls the trigger, finds his man across the top at the 40-yard line, now to the 30. Big catch for Dylan Robb, the tight end. Very reminiscent of Martinez, just not quite as thick.
Well, you know, a lot of, first of all, East Ascension has to keep the penetration from the outside right there. And, boy, the quarterback does a nice job just sprinting out, set up, and nice little throw on a curve, about a 10-yard curl route.
1st and 10 inside East Ascension territory at the 32. Hand off to Otwell. Nope, it's going to be pulled back. Takes it himself. Booth has got some running room. He'll be finally taken down by Javius, but not before a big first down and goal to go from the 9. Checking it from the 12. I put him down at the 12.
Oh, a nice read right there, an automatic pull, and kind of just follow like a little quarterback ISO in that B gap.
1st and 10 from the 12-yard line of the Spartans.
This drive started back at their own 42-yard line. 7th play of the drive. I formation. Booth, only the sophomore, in his 4th game this season. Hands off to Otwell. Nope, he kept it himself. Booth keeps it himself and goes nowhere.
Booth on the keeper, no gain.
So just as I'm getting a little bit confused by the misdirection. The defense has to really be paying attention and stay at home and do their job. They can't worry about it.
And Jimmy, a lot of it's assignment football, and I'm going to tell you what, you may have one person on one person, and if you miss that, you got a big play.
And that's what happened with the big run by Booth. Rolling out to his right, he's going to be chased, going to dump it off, and that should be intentional grounding. I don't see a flag, but he was not very far out of the tackle box, and he just threw it away.
Well, the officials are coming together. They're not going to guess at this. And you get a couple of them in there. I don't know why this guy would come in there.
Cameron Stone put the pressure on him from his defensive end spot. I think they're going to say that he was far enough out. I don't think they're going to call a penalty. Well, let's wait and see. He's got a flag in his hand. No, he doesn't. Wow. Instead, they call a sideline warning on East Ascension.
And that's about the 3rd one this year. Very active coaches on the sideline.
We have 3rd down and 10. The referees are out of the New Orleans Association. Trigger under center. He's going to keep it himself on the option. He's going to be hit. He'll go down. Good job by a Stone again on the tackle.
Boy, there's a lot of pressure to put on a young quarterback. Right there, read that guy. Should have pitched right there, but did not.
Actually, Tony Miles made the actual tackle on Booth, and it was Stone that hit the fullback hard, but he didn't have the football. Brings up 4th down, and they're going for, nope, they're going to kick a field goal, It'll be a 25-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good. So they put it through the uprights.
And that's about half of the first quarter taken right there.
Chance Stewart puts it through the uprights. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week. The West Ouachita Chiefs draw first blood. Back after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are Rev, 90 years of building connections.
West Ouachita drives the 57-yard, 58 yards, and puts it through the uprights for the field goal for the first score of the ball game.
And, you know, if you have here's the opening, the kickoff for them.
Stewart kicks it away, taken by Urson. Urson's got some running room. He's got to turn on the speed. He trips a little bit and falls down at the 27-yard line. He had it to the end zone.
Isn't this where you come in and talk about the turf monster?
Turf monster, brother. That's what happened right there. Watch him. Something's just going to grab his leg. Boom.
Well, that kind of woke up the Spartan crowd out here. Maybe they just got through practicing their field goals, thinking that they're going to get on game day. Got back in the stadium here a little late.
Central leads Dutchtown 6-0. Southside over Prairieville 7-0 with 8:06 left to go in the first quarter in that one. First offensive series for the EA Spartans. Hand off to Blackburn. Blackburn follows his blockers. Got some running room. Crosses the 15 to the 17-yard line. Good block that time by Vaughn Matthews.
And, you know, you watch this replay right here.
Let's go ahead
and start lineup.
J.J. LaBeouf's your quarterback. We just saw Jason Blackburn run it. Merriweather, Gotro, Martinez. We'll talk about the rest in a minute. Another run by Blackburn, and Blackburn goes untouched from 14 yards out. Just like that, East Ascension is on the board.
That was pretty quick.
That took all of 19, make that 23 seconds.
That was quick right there, and that was wide open. Both run plays went to the right. The second one was even more open than the first one. Outstanding job by the offensive line and the outside receivers.
Kick is up for Audemont, and Audemont puts it through, and we have a 7-3 ball game. 5:41 left to go here in the first quarter. While we have a second, let's take a look at the non-select seeds from District 5-5A. You've got number 4 Denham Springs, and they're playing tonight. You've got number 12 East Ascension, of course. Santa Maria is number 19. Prairieville is 25, and Dutchtown is 28. So they are right on. They were the last team in to the playoffs. They really started off really strong this year, but kind of faltered a little bit down the stretch. Did Dutchtown.
And all 4 teams from Ascension Parish.
Here's the run. Let's take a look on the big job for the offensive line. Great job by Burt Blackburn, but Vaughn Matthews doing a phenomenal job on a kick-out block. Audemont boots the line drive. It'll bounce. Collected by Gavin Yeager. This time Yeager's bottled up much better than on his first kickoff return.
Well, a much better job. And look, let me, my thoughts here, Jimmy, I don't really like this line drive kick. Then you get the little pop-up in there, and then you catch it on the run. But the East Ascension really did a great job recovering from, maybe not covering that last kickoff as well as they did on this one right there, able to get down inside the 25-yard line.
Trigger Booth back on the field. You know who else is named Trigger? Roy Rogers' horse.
Well, you're bringing back your age. I'm going to tell you that you're old then.
Hand off to Oatwell. Otwell, and he doesn't go far.
You know, when you look at this defense by the Spartans, they're basically playing a man-to-man front, and you know, you got pretty much 2 to 3 receivers, you know, on every play, but most of them are just blocking.
King Short did a great job of staying home, having his man the fullback, and making sure he made the tackle. Quick pitch. Nowhere to go for Dustin Ball. Maybe a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times that's your favorite play, that quick pitch back to that tailback at about 7 to 8 yards deep, and trying to run right off that tight end block on the end of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6 now for the Chiefs. They connected on a big pass play on their first drive to their tight end, Dylan Robb. Let's see what they do here. Dropping back is Booth. Booth is going to throw it up. It's a tipped at the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if possibly Javion Johnson got a piece of that.
Well, let's see if we can see this on the replay.
Nope, it actually was Michael Levy, I think.
I think you're right there. Well, we have the game after this punt. We'll tell you a little bit what's going on in Monroe between the Gators and I think the Lions.
Big punt. Collected by Merriweather. Merriweather steps out of one tackle, runs all the way to the sideline. Block. That's going to look like a block in the back, no call, and he'll be thrown out of bounds. Oh, there's 2 flags. I think they're going to get a block in the back, and I don't know if they threw one on the late hit, but I don't think they did. Actually, I think I saw somebody's yellow glove. But there's definitely a flag down for a block in the back. So that'll back up the East Ascension Spartans. We also got to take a look at while they sort this out, let's take a look at the defensive starters for the West Ouachita Chiefs.
Well, you have that no score up in Monroe between the Gators and Ouachita.
Personal
Ouachita
foul.
missed the field goal.
There's declined. Holding on East Ascension, so that one will be marked off.
Personal foul, blindside block decline. The holding penalty is accepted.
Now we will take a look at the starting lineups. Defensive line is Toston, Martin, Duke, and the linebackers are Osbon, Spiller, and Wagasback, all along with Thompson. And in the backfield, you've got Price, Cobb, Yeager, and Dalton Thrasher, the brother of Hayden Thrasher.
Well, if Dane Saponche has it any easier on this series as the last one, they ought to be in the end zone in maybe 6 plays.
Makes the pass to Urson from LaBeouf. Picks up 4.
Nice little pitching catch right there.
Gain of about 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
You mentioned the Ouachita Denham Springs game. Ouachita missed a field goal.
Sandoval game.
Oh, excuse me, Sandoval. Sorry about that. Quick pitch to Urson coming around the end. He'll put it in 4th gear, and he's got some room. He's at the 40, the 30, 20. Nobody's going to catch him. 10-5, touchdown. Urson from 70 yards out.
A lot of times you hear that. Well-coached kid.
4 plays on offense, 2 touchdowns.
My mistake. Yeah, we have a penalty flag back here.
Uh-oh. We may have one more play then. That's tough. That was a great run by Urson. He has definitely a different gear. The flag is at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. So that'll negate the 70-yard run. I'll get right back to that play. Holding. 2 big penalties on this drive, one on the kickoff and this one here, negates the 70-yard run.
And that was into the sideline. Well, no, take that back. No, it wasn't.
Here's the run right here. I didn't see the hold. Look at him coming down the side. And he just turns on a fifth gear and doesn't look back.
And you heard the coach. You saw the coach on the sideline. I think there's a holding call.
2nd and 6. Jacob Gotro went in motion. He'll set up in the slot. LaBeouf, you see a great picture of him, the senior quarterback for EA. Now Merriweather will go in motion. Handoff to Blackburn. Blackburn spins away. He will be met by Yeager, and he will pick up the first down by about a yard. So far, this offense is having their way with the Chief defense. And a lot of credit goes to that big offensive line. Very athletic, too.
Well, the 2 tight ends you have there.
Hand off to Blackburn again, right off the A-gap. He'll push the pile for about 4. Dalton Thrasher on the stop. Central leading Dutchtown now, 12-0. 4:03 left in the first in that game. 2nd and 6 now. Quick pass to Merriweather. Merriweather's going to be met as soon as he catches the football by Yeager. Yeager's flying around the field, doing a pretty good job defensively.
On the replay, the pass comes in just a little bit late. Turn, and if you could get that ball to him just a little bit sooner, and I'm talking about by a fraction of a second, then he can make that maneuver and get up that sideline.
3rd and short, 3rd and about 1. Blackburn just behind and to the left of LaBeouf. Blackburn will get the ball, easily got the first down, crosses midfield.
Watch the offensive line right here, Jimmy. What a great effort here, getting the push, and we show our replay. You seeing big 77, 63 in there, doing a really good job of getting a push and getting that first down.
Devin Ullman doing a great job from a center spot. Screen pass out in the flats to Merriweather. Merriweather's got some running room, and he will run over some defenders. He picks up 13 yards on the pitch and catch.
Boy, I like this play right here.
Flag down.
Flag on the play.
Man, they're playing so well, and then they just shoot themselves in the foot.
Well, they waved the flag off.
So that first down will count, and they will move the chains to the 34.
Flag is waved off. First down, Spartans.
And I think the whole deal was the ball was caught behind a line of scrimmage, and so you had receivers down there blocking, and the play wasn't past the line of scrimmage yet. You can do that.
Hand off to McCarty. McCarty met by Yeager, and Yeager will wrestle him to the turf.
Demarius McCarty on the carry inside the Chief 30-yard line. Gain of 6, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. They are moving the football, are the Spartans. And you got to look in the middle of the nose guard. Haven Duke, 6'2", 298, only a sophomore. Hand off to Blackburn. Blackburn will be met at the line of scrimmage that time. The first play for basically a loss in the ball game. He loses a yard. It brings up 3rd and 5.
Blackburn stop for a loss of 2. 3rd down, 6 yards to go.
About to run out the first quarter. It's been a quick one. We'll see if they get this off with 11 seconds on the clock. I think they are going to try to get it off before. Nope, they're not going to get it off. They're going to let the clock run down, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. It's been an exciting one. 7-3 is our score. East Ascension leading West Ouachita. We'll be back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Seven to 3, the score. East Ascension rolling offensively. And Coach, what do you think about their offense so far? They're really doing a spectacular job of mixing things up.
I'm going to tell you what. I think the East Ascension offensive line we hadn't talked enough about it. They have been doing an outstanding job, and whenever they get a play to the next level, those receivers are doing a great job on the defensive back.
You know, you really don't. It's really the unsung part of the game when receivers are blocking downfield. We always praise them when they're making great catches and running with the football. But blocking is a true skill that sometimes we forget about.
And I tell you what.
Direct snap to Merriweather. Merriweather busts through. He's going to turn on the Jets. That's a 10-5 touchdown. From the 31, it was a 31-yard touchdown run by Jeremiah Merriweather.
It's like a fun offense out there.
Boy, they're having fun, no doubt about it, and the fans are too.
From 30 yards out for the EA touchdown.
Altamont will come on.
See if we can get this extra point a little higher off that tee.
Kicks it up and
there
through.
You go.
We will keep it here 13-3. Check that, 14-3, I'm sorry. So it was a 3-minute, 14-yard 3 minutes, 14-yard off the clock. It was a 76-yard drive in 9 plays. So instead of doing it in 2 plays, they ended up doing it in 9. Watch it on the replay.
Watch it right here.
Great block.
Nice, yeah. I mean, just the free safety tries to come downhill and just cannot take the right angle. There he is right there. Just could not get there.
McCarty had a good block as well from his tailback spot. Chance Johnson as well.
We've done a number of these East Ascension games, and I just love this. You know, when your kicker lines up and they're running a little horseshoe or whatever, look, and of course, West Ouachita, rightfully so, makes adjustments just in case it's a quick little kick. Because one time that'll happen and he'll be able to kick it and they'll be able to gain an advantage there.
And there's the onside kick. It bounces high. It's not going to go 10 yards, and it goes out of bounds. So they tried it, just like you were saying. They're going to try to catch them off guard, and they just about did.
And this is the best offense they have going for them.
Altamont kicked a great onside kick last week. It bounced over the first guy's head, and they just couldn't quite catch it in the air, but it was so close. It was a beautiful kick. You really have to practice that, and sometimes it is a little bit of luck about the way the ball bounces, but that one didn't quite get upfield enough. So that'll back them up. We're moving forward, actually. And great field position for the West Ouachita Chiefs.
There's 6 men on that line of scrimmage for East Ascension.
Oatwell carries, picks up 5. That quick dive is so hard to deal with. He's hitting that hole so quickly. And, you know, he moved over from linebacker because Aiden Dean was playing, Dustin Ball was playing fullback. He just didn't quite have enough meat on him. And Coach Rainwater said we'd really like to have somebody that's a little bit heavier and more bowling ball-esque. And he runs it again, and he will be met by a wave of blue jerseys.
This would be a big play right here for the Spartans if they can maybe in 4-down territory. Not sure of that.
I don't know if you saw the offensive lineman grabbed his leg and tried to pull him forward. I don't know if you can do that. I think you can push him. I'm not sure you can pick him up and carry him. Look like a wishbone out there. 3rd down and 5. Huge defensive play for the Spartans.
About a little play action pass and throw one deep here.
Hand off to the tailback. Ball is going to be met, and he will go nowhere.
Great job, boy. Everybody was covered on some vertical routes. Hand the ball off. Hit in the backfield. Big number 58.
Kira Anderson. 4th down. And it appears that they're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Got to watch the tight end catching the ball across the middle. Everybody's in tight. Otwell is the lone setback. It'll be taken by Otwell. Otwell fumbles, and the Spartans have the football. They would not have made the line of scrimmage, made the first down anyway, but still, huge play for East Ascension to come away with the fumble.
Boy, outstanding job right here. Since that opening drive, the Spartans have been able to answer everything that West Ouachita has to offer.
They'll start this drive with their own 35-yard line. This will be their 3rd offensive possession. LaBeouf pulls it back, throws it to Urson, I believe, and he'll pick up 6. Just a quick pass. Hit by Taylor Martin, the defensive end. 6'0", 220. He's a junior. Lone setback is Blackburn. Blackburn will get the handoff. Cuts inside. Good vision. He will be met by Taylor Martin, and he will be brought down. Picks up 7 yards and a 1st down. Southside's leading Prairieville 10-0 at the end of the first. At the end of the first, Central leads Dutchtown 12-0. First and 10 for the Spartans. Blackburn again. He will roll for about 3.
And, you see what happens, Jimmy, when they put those 3 receivers out there? They have to match that with 3 defenders, and that helps them get more gaps to run the ball from tackle to tackle.
Martinez will set up in the wing spot. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Pulling it back, fake, going deep. Looking for somebody down the sideline. Urson tries to catch it. He does make the catch, but he was out of bounds. And I think he stepped out of bounds prior to even getting.
Well, you had a little out and up, out, and then up. Free safety over the top right there. Has that covered. Just a great pass, and great pass and catch right there.
Great job. The pump fake kind of froze the linebacker for a second, or cornerback, and boom. But there's a flag down. It's going to be against East Ascension. Holding again.
Holding called on the Spartans. That'll put the ball back at our own 40-yard line.
Big 73-yard run for Kelly
Down, 17 to go.
for Prairieville. Southside only leading 10-7 now as Prairieville gets on the board. Santa Maria trails Ouachita 7-0 with 9 minutes left to go in the first half.
Yeah, big 88. Lined up as a receiver on the outside.
2nd and 20. Over to Merriweather. Nope, check that. That's Blackburn. Blackburn jukes and jobs his way through the defense. To the 30, to the 20, and finally ridden to the turf. A huge play, and he was wrapped up a couple of times, and he literally danced his way out of trouble. Look at that. Whew. Nice run for Blackburn.
Yep.
It was Skylar Kelly on that 73-yard run for Prairieville. Handoff to Blackburn again, follows his blockers, cuts inside, back out, and boom, he's hit at the 4. But he is so shifty. I haven't seen a running back that shifty in a long time. 1st and goal. Watch him. That stops, starts again, boom. All the way to the 4.
Well, the Spartans line up, maybe in a little bit of a hurry right here.
They're going to feed Blackburn and let him follow it. Boy, that time Taylor Martin was shot out of a cannon and makes the tackle. Uh-oh. But Taylor looks like he's hurt, Taylor Martin.
Injury timeout.
Looking at the seeds again, non-select. Number 4, Denham Springs, they had a bye. They have a bye this week. 12 is East Ascension, Santa Maria 19, Prairieville 25, Dutchtown 28. Giving you some scores as we go. Santa Maria again trailing Ouachita 7-0.
And they are driving right now inside the 25-yard line.
The records for 5-5A this year, Denham Springs were 8-2. Their only district loss came to Santa Maria. East Ascension 7-3. Their only loss was to Prairieville. And you know, I was talking to Brock this week, and I asked him about that Prairieville loss, kind of saying, hey, man, if you hadn't lost to Prairieville, you would have had it outright and all that good stuff. He said, Jimmy, if we don't lose that Prairieville game, I don't know that we beat Santa Maria the next week. He said they needed that wake-up call, and it was just an interesting perspective to have.
Yep.
And really enjoyed talking with him.
Big man's at quarterback here.
Yeah, your boy, Bryson Martinez. Direct snap to him. He will take it, bounces his way, still on his feet. Does he cross the goal line? And he does. He was hit 9 ways to Sunday, and he still got in.
Kind of bounced around in there. Holding on to the ball.
$20-3. That drive took 3 minutes and 10 seconds. 7 plays, 65 yards. Kick is up and good, and they make them pay for the fumble. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
We are back there. You see a great picture of Brock Mathern. Very intense, but such a great guy to talk to and learn from. He has put together some of the best coaching staff in maybe the entire state. Audemont will kick this one away to Yeager and to Lorenzo Price. And it will head toward Price. Price will collect it at the 10 and make it the 9. Looking for some running room. He's being chased, and he will be tackled at the 14-yard line. Michaelan Alston making the stop. Check that. That was Braylon LeBlanc. Again, that last drive for East Ascension, 3 minutes, 10 seconds off the clock. 65-yard drive, 7 plays, capped off by the 3-yard run by Martinez.
Well, wide receivers on island with the DBs.
Hard run that time for Otwell. Just that quick dive. Good job of hanging on to the football that time. Michael Levy on the stop. Pickup of 9, brings up 2nd and 1. Football is out on the floor, and it looks like it will be Otwell. Nope. East Ascension has the football. Another big turnover. Wow. They're just ripping that ball out. What a great job this defense is doing. Second fumble in the last 2 drives. Made them pay on the last one, and this is an even shorter field. The ball at the 25-yard line of West Ouachita.
Well, you know, if you look at all the games we've had this year, you know, nothing's good unless both teams are scoring in 50 points.
Right. We have had some high-scoring affairs. Santa Monica Cecilia comes to mind. Looking for somebody to throw to. J.J. LaBeouf going for Bryson Martinez, and it just, off his fingertips. He had a step on him.
Oh, a nice pitch and not quite there for a catch.
Does a great job of putting enough air under the ball so he could run under it. And Bryson will come off and get a little bit of a blow. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, Dane Sapontier is sitting there going, I think I'm going to try this. You know?
Why not? Jace Jones has checked into the ball game for East Ascension. Hand off to Blackburn. Blackburn, wow, what a block. Just picks his way through the defense. Yeagers makes the stop. But I got to tell you, Chance Johnson laid out somebody.
You get behind that big offensive line, you can't see that little man.
That's right.
Boy, nice job of moving his feet around right there and getting it turned up right there for a 1st down.
Yeager has been on, I don't know, half the tackles so far for West Ouachita. He is everywhere. Blackburn back in as a lone setback. Gautreaux goes in motion. He will get the pass. Split some defenders. He's down to the 6.
Now, Martinez is back in the game.
Gautreaux did a good job of really power running that time, splitting some defenders. Clock rolling at 4:45 left to go in the first half. Martinez is lined up in the wing spot. Watch him play a little tight end. It's going to hand off to Blackburn. Blackburn's going to be pulled by the shirt and finally thrown down to the turf by Asher Thompson.
Oh, nice job right there on the tackle.
He just hung on. He grabbed on and hung on for dear life. But you're going to watch the next play. Martinez is going to slip out in the back of the end zone. He was unguarded going through the line when he released.
We got 3rd and goal situation. Boy, they've been good on that outside run.
Blackburn. Nope. Rolling out. There's Martinez. He's got him. He's going back across the green. Beautiful job for LaBeouf to find the open Urson in the back of the end zone. I had all my focus on Martinez, and what a great job for LaBeouf.
Oh, right there under the goalpost waiting on it.
Eight-yard touchdown pass from LaBeouf to Urson. Altamont. Good thing they put that net up this year. And that will be offsides. No, they called procedure. Wow.
Well, I don't know.
No, okay, it was offside. One referee that threw the flag, the side judge, made the motion like it was procedure, but.
So, that moves it. It starts at the 3. That moves it to the 1.5-yard line.
And they're going to go for 2. Martinez is back into the ball game along with Blackburn. Check that. That's Javian Henderson, number 5 in there. Direct snap. Moving everybody around. Unbalanced line on the right. Gotro goes in motion. It'll be Martinez easily in for the 2-point conversion. All kinds of movement on that one.
I'm telling you, a lot of discipline on that play, too.
3:47 left to go here in the half. 29-3. East Ascension is rolling, and we will keep it right here. That was a 25-yard drive in 2 minutes and 3 seconds, 4 plays, 8-yard touchdown pass from LaBeouf to Urson, and then after the penalty, Martinez ran in untouched. Central is leading Dutchtown 19-3, just under 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. Let's see if I don't expect them to try another onside kick here, but I mean they might. Everything else is going their way.
Well, he didn't get the kick on the extra point. Nice kick.
Collected by Price all the way at the 5, and he is cut down. Second tackle in a row on kickoffs by Braden LeBlanc.
Number 15, Braden LeBlanc on the tackle.
$3:41 left to go in the half.
Another Division I non-select playoff action in the second quarter. Westgate leads Airline 21-0.
Keys so far, Coach, how are they doing?
Well, if you want to force turnovers, Ouachita's forced a couple of turnovers. Control the line of scrimmage, I don't think that's happened, but it did happen on the first drive. And big plays on special teams.
They've allowed a couple, but those penalties have hurt us. East Ascension.
I think that East Ascension, most important one, it's got a lot of energy in this playoff game. Oh, they are getting after it because the people in the stands are here. You know, the kids on the sideline are all fired up, and they're making a lot of big plays on offense and defense and in the special teams.
Trigger Booth squats down under center. He gets so low on the snap. He's literally almost sitting on the ground. Dive right up the middle. Otwell will get the first down. He will be tackled by his number 4 counterpart, Dawson Landry.
On the tackle, number 4, Dawson Landry.
Clock rolling with 2:46 to go. 29-3 is the score. It has been an onslaught of Spartan offense. Checking with the sideline. It's Trigger. He has thrown a couple of passes. One, a big gainer in the first drive to his tight end. This time he'll give it back to Otwell. I'm a little surprised they're not pitching it over to Ball a little bit more.
And, you know, I haven't seen a pitch to the tailback.
Right.
I've seen a reverse out and pitch it to him, but not getting down that line of scrimmage and pitching that ball and see if we can get a block on one of these secondary guys.
Brings up 2nd down and 7. Clock rolling at 1:40. Dive once again to Otwell.
Yep.
And Spartans will call a timeout.
Timeout. Yeah. Their first charge, timeout.
Non-select district by district round. This is what's happening. We've already given you a lot of these scores. Dutchtown and Central are battling out in Central. Central leading 19-3. West Ouachita, of course, East Ascension. Salmon is playing at number 13, Zachary. And Denham Springs has the bye. Of course, Denham Springs, with that 8-2 record, they're the number 4 seed in non-select Division I. East Ascension will play the winner of Dutchtown and Central. So if somehow Dutchtown was able to knock off the number 5 seed, EA, if they hang on to win here, they would have another home game. That's a tall order, however, against a great Central team.
3rd down, 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6. 1:34 left to go in the half. Dropping back. Trigger Booth is chased, and he has nowhere to throw it to, and there was nobody in the vicinity. Phenomenal job that time for King Short. He is going to put the hit on him. He was trying to get it to Price and just could not do so, and that will bring up 4th down. So the Spartans are going to have an opportunity to march down the field pretty quickly if they could do it. We've already proven they can.
Right there, East Ascension's outside defender did a great job right there, not letting that quarterback get outside.
Terrible kick. It will be downed at the 44-yard line. Almost got a piece of it.
He got a piece. The referee gave the little signal.
Oh, wow.
He gave the little signal.
So it was blocked. And so, again, a short field for East Ascension.
From the Chief 43.
From the Chief 43.
Don't forget your 50-50 tickets. Last chance here. JV Cheers.
1:21 left to go in the half. Great halftime entertainment for you coming up. We're going to have the Pride of East Ascension Marching Band, along with we're going to be highlighting the Gonzales and Central football team. for being co-middle school champions. And a great interview. Hand off to Blackburn. There he is, the shifty runner at the 30. Runs away from Yeager, still on his feet. Breaks another tackle. Good block by Urson. Touchdown!
Good call right there, Jimmy. How you got all those guys' names right? Outstanding job.
They said he stepped out of bounds at the 2-yard line. But what a play. Man, Blackburn has just gone off tonight.
This is the play of the game right here, because it basically tells you what's going on in this game.
It was a great run for Blackburn. He is so shifty, breaks tackles.
And a lot of times, coaches, you know what they do? We're going to hand the ball to him again.
Yeah. He's in there flanking to the left-hand side of LaBeouf. LaBeouf will hand it to guess who? Blackburn, and he is basically untouched into the end zone. My word, the offense is on fire tonight, and so is the defense. Only giving up 3 points. 35-3 with just over a minute to play in the half. Fireworks going off. Not quite as loud as the Santa Maria Cannon, but much prettier.
Playoff energy.
Well, that's what he said. That's what Coach Mathern talked about.
And look, defensively, I feel like seeing a defense like this, an offense like this for the very first time, they've done a very good job of making big plays against the offense.
They are not getting confused. They're staying at home. They were a little off in that first drive because it's the first time they had seen it in full speed. You know, the scout team did a good job, but they can't really replicate what they're seeing by West Ouachita.
And, you know, you would have to think that West Ouachita maybe has run out of a little bit of energy here.
Yep. Hey, we didn't mention they're only a 4A school.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. It's very disappointing. You know, you have a heck of a year, and then all of a sudden the LHSA says, we're going to move you up to 5A playoffs. I just don't get that. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's fair. You know, I'm certain people at the LHSA maybe don't agree with me or whatever, but.
So 2 fumble recoveries for East Ascension, 2 touchdowns. Block punt, 2 plays later, they're in the end zone again. They have made West Ouachita pay for their mistakes. Price collects it at the 5. Trying to let the wall build up and see if he can get some running room, and he has none. 0.
I'm not sure what
Brody
he was doing. He was
stop.
just kind of jogging around looking for maybe a little bit of opening. Look at this.
Yeah, he's just kind of prancing.
Hey, you know what those blue shirts are doing? They're coming down the field.
They are coming after you. 55 seconds to go here in the half. We will be talking to Alex Guillat, who is our East Ascension Student of the Year. After the band, the Spartanettes, and the recognition of the Gonzales and Central middle school football teams. Congratulations to both of them for playing great seasons.
Well, would you call a timeout if you
Heck yeah. Put another touchdown in there. Moving the pile very slowly and shortly, nowhere to go.
Yep.
There's the timeout.
And some people might say, I'm not real certain if you need to do that, Coach. Well, I'm going to just tell you right now, I'm sure he's been in this long enough. I know his assistants coaches have been in it long enough. And they have seen all kinds of things happen.
Well, the way this defense is playing, I mean, you just never know where you're going to come up with it.
So Coach Brock is meeting with some of the offensive players. This is what we're looking at doing.
If this game gets to 45 points, it would be running time at 42. After 42 points ahead, they just run the clock. It happened at Catholic High last year, in their playoff game to West Jeff. I was at, and West Jeff just couldn't hold a candle to Catholic High, and they ran the clock the entire second half. 2nd and 8. And they're just going to look to the sideline. Trigger Booth tells his line, change of plans. Here we go. Look at that defensive line ready to go. Handoff to the tailback, ball, and ball is boxed up. Come on, ball. Nowhere to go.
Bring down the ball carrier. No gain. 3rd down, 8 yards to go.
3rd down, it looks like Brock's going to call another timeout, his last of the half.
Spartans take their final timeout of the first half with 35 seconds remaining.
Ouachita and Sanama. Ouachita up 14-7 at halftime. Pulling for the Gators.
And if I'm not mistaken, do we have a possibility of a team in Ascension Parish being on our telecast next week?
Dutchtown will have to beat number 5 Central for that to happen. We would be the higher seed. I say we. East Ascension would be the higher seed, and they would have the home game if Dutchtown can pull it off. Last check, it was 19-10 Central over Dutchtown late in the second quarter. 35 seconds left here, and it brings up 3rd down and about 8. New tailback in. I think it's Price. Fumble. And East Ascension may have just gotten another fumble. And they do. They will have it 1st and 10 from the West Ouachita 14. That's why you call the timeouts.
Yep.
Holy cow. 3 turnovers so far in the first half, all fumbles. Watch here. Look at that defensive line just ready to barrel in. I think it was a bad snap. King short, Johnson, and I didn't see who else was in under the pile there. Martinez is split into the slot. No back, empty backfield. LaBeouf with 30 seconds to work with and only 15 yards to go. Martinez will come back to the line of scrimmage and play the wing spot. He's going to drop back. Is LaBeouf. LaBeouf throws it across the middle. It's intercepted. Wow. That was a tough pass. Yeager makes the makes the interception, and they turn the ball right back over. That was an interesting decision. It was in triple coverage. Watch. I don't know. He was not open at all. That was a tough mistake for LaBeouf. He hasn't made many, but that one was a tough one.
And if you're Mike Rainwater from West Ouachita, you're saying, my guys haven't given up.
That's right. 20 seconds to go. I would have a feeling that they're just going to kneel on this one. Go into the locker room down 33. Especially since they have the ball at their own 9. And that's what it looks like they're going to do. And they do. So they'll let the last 17 seconds tick off, and we will head to the locker room. What an incredible first half of offensive production and defensive shutdown for East Ascension. They have come to play, and they are showing it on every play. And as we have the final seconds tick off, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's going to be halftime entertainment. The pride of East Ascension putting on a show along with the Spartanettes. And we'll be back after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's look at effective warm-up techniques to prevent football injuries. Leg swings improve hip mobility and activates the hamstrings and the adductors. Stand tall, swing one leg forward and backwards, Then switch side to side across your body. Use a wall for balance. Walking lunges with a twist activates the glutes, hamstrings, and the core, as well as improves hip and thoracic mobility. Lunge forward and rotate your torso over the front leg. Alternating high knees to butt kicks warms up the hip flexors, quads, and hamstrings dynamically. Start by jogging with fast high knees, then switch to butt kicks to activate the hamstrings. Lateral shuffle with hip openers helps to prepare the groin, glutes, and hips for quick cuts and lateral movement. Begin by shuffling laterally for 5 yards, then pause to open the hip, bringing your knee up and rotating out, and then shuffle back. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Well, this has been an exciting first half of play. East Ascension leading 36-3 over West Ouachita. East Ascension has had 6 possessions, and they've scored on 5 of them. And they had a great opportunity to possibly score again, and they threw that interception. It is time for the pride of East Ascension to take over and put on a show for you right here on the Rev Game of the Week.
One last time in Spartan Stadium. Earlier this year, the pride of EA gave you a taste of the hits of the big performers from the legendary record company from Detroit. Now, for the last time this season, please enjoy our Motown show in its entirety. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Our beloved Spartanettes are here this evening dancing to the wonderful music of Queen's Don't Stop Me Now.
Great performance by the pride of East Ascension and the Spartanettes. And now we are joined by a very special guest. He is the East Ascension Student of the Year, Ascension Parish Student of the Year. It's Alex Guillot. Alex, thanks for joining us and congratulations, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Well, let's talk about some of the things that you do. I've got a list of things that you're involved in, and my goodness, it just runs the gamut. I got to know a little bit about what it's like. Have you gone to Boy Nation yet?
Yes, sir. So Louisiana Boys State was over the summer. That was pretty early on in June. I had a great time at Boys Nation, and much to my surprise, at the end of the week, they picked me as one of the 2 delegates from the state of Louisiana to represent the state at Boys Nation, which was just an incredible experience. It's a mock senate of 100 senators from across the country, 2 from all 50 states, and I had a great time. We got to tour a lot of places in our nation's capital and meet a lot of really cool people, and I'm really proud to be able to do that for our great state.
Well, that is a great opportunity, and it says so much about you. How about some of the other things you're involved in, student government and all that good stuff?
Yes, sir. So this year at East Ascension, me and a couple of friends decided to start a youth in government club. So Youth in Government is an affiliate organization of the YMCA, and we have 2 big statewide conferences yearly. So coming up early on in December, we go to our Youth Legislature Conference in Baton Rouge. The Youth Legislature Conference is this really cool event where you get sorted either into the House of Representatives or the Senate, and you write a mock bill, and you have to debate your bill in committee and on the House floor and all that, and get your bill passed and hopefully signed by our youth governor that we elect every year.
Well, I got to know a little bit, too. Is that what you want to go into? Is it politics? Or?
I'd say I'm pretty broadly interested in law and politics,
okay.
And I guess I'd like to see where my career takes me later on down the road.
Absolutely. Now, you're also part of the Yell team. I want to know what that is and what y'all do. I saw y'all had a great event tonight. Tell us a little bit about that, too.
Yes, sir. So the Yell leaders are a pretty proud organization here at EA. We've been around for a while, and I'd say we're probably the most visible spirit group we have here. We had a pretty fun night tonight. We had a college game day style pregame event. We had a couple of us go through some pregame stats and make some predictions for how we're hoping playoffs will shake out. And of course we have our notoriously loud student section here tonight. So it's been a great time.
We talk about this a lot every week, especially when we're here at East Ascension. The culture at East Ascension, the spirit at East Ascension is something that y'all pride yourselves on, and it goes from each class. I mean, it's not like it's something new. It's something that's always been in the culture.
Yes, sir. We're no doubt a very proud place. I'd say we're the proudest in Ascension. But it's really just been great to see how, you start off here as a freshman and you look up to the people that are around you and older than you in the student section every night. And then eventually as you progress through your 4 years here, you realize the freshmen are the ones looking up to me now. And we're really trusted with keeping that pride going and those traditions alive.
What about academics here? I mean, I know it's rigorous.
Yes, sir. There's a lot that can be said about academics at EA. I'm pretty proud of the fact that we have what's called the AP Capstone program here at East Ascension. So that means we offer a certain number of AP courses. And if you're a part of the AP Capstone program, then your time at EA will culminate in a capstone project where you pretty much do a fully independent research project. You complete it totally on your own, and then you have to defend it at the end of your junior year. And then if you get a good grade from the College Board, then you graduate with the AP Capstone Diploma. I believe we're the only school in Ascension that offers that, and it's something I'm pretty proud of.
What was your project? I presume you did it.
Yes, sir, I did. My project was on the Louisiana High School Civics course and how the Louisiana High School Civics curriculum can influence civic dispositions within students. So pretty much after taking the civics course, how students feel about things like voting or political participation and things like that. So that's some pretty cool findings, and I shared it with some pretty cool people, and it was a great experience and one that I'm very proud I got to do here at EA.
All right, now I don't want to put you on the spot, but I've got to ask, what's some of your plans for college and going on?
Oh, man, I don't know if I want to drop names here.
That's fine. That's cool.
But I'm hoping I can study political science or public policy or something similar for an undergrad program, and then eventually go on to law school and maybe pursue a career in public interest law. And, yeah, that's the hopes.
Well, the announcer's jinx is real, so I do not want to put that on you, so I promise we're not going to do
sir.
that. Alex Giat, thank you so much. Congratulations on all your awards, and congratulations on just representing Ascension Parish and East Ascension so very well wherever you go.
Yes, sir. It's a great place to be from. Thank you.
Absolutely. Alex Giat, Ascension Parish Student of the Year, and also, of course, East Ascension Student of the Year. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have the third quarter of this exciting football game. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips, keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
90 years. It's not just a number. It's decades of dedication to great service. The local team at REV has been serving Louisiana families and businesses for generations. Our people have the experience to deliver a superior network, which gives you the speed and reliability to live your best life and get more done at work. We're here for your home and your business. You can count on REV. 90 years of building connections.
We're about to start the third quarter of this exciting football game by district round of the non-select Division I playoffs. East Ascension 36, West Ouachita 3. They have really not moved the football since drive number 1. Let's take a look at how East Ascension got here. You know, we did that Brother Martin game to start the season off, and EA had a 21-0 lead at halftime. I believe it was close to that. And then all of a sudden, the defense kind of fell apart a little bit, but they didn't let that happen very much throughout the rest of the season. And they really did. That tough loss at Prairieville, as we talked about, was really the catalyst, according to Coach Bethurn, for them to get to this point here in this season. And they're playing exceptionally well here tonight.
Well, you see right here, there's no doubt about the Brother Martin game. That league over there, sometimes called the Catholic League, is unreal. And as you see, Carr and Warren Easton are moving out of it and going into the New Orleans League. But you can see right here, you're thinking onside kick. That's how he's lined up to kick it. Either one of these guys. Could be 31 or 35 or 6.
Oh, it bounces off. Nice job for Miles to come up with it. And he was pelted.
I think that was a very good call by Coach Rainwater right there. You know,
Michael
you're
Levy
kicking it back there. You got athletes returning it. And you sit there and let the ball bounce around a little bit, and you get it started on the 22-yard line instead of somewhere around midfield.
That was Michael Levy actually on the catch of that. Bounced off his face mask, and he was able to corral it. 1st and 10, the ball at the 27-yard line, and that's how we'll start the third quarter. Blackburn has been spectacular running the football tonight. Offensive line has done their job from jump. Martinez goes in motion. Dropping back, and there is a low pass. Good job for Urson. Urson's got some room. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. No flags on the play, and they score very quickly.
Very quickly, and boy, what a well-executed play here by the outside 2 receivers, and basically just flatten the 2 defensive backs right there, and then right up the middle, as you'll see on our replay in just a second.
Look at Coach Mathern, how happy he is with his quarterback, J.J. LaBeouf. We'll keep it here after this extra point by Audemont. This kick is up, and it is through. It is 43-3. So they won't run the time until there's actually 42 points up. He was a low throw, too, to Urson. And look at him break those arm tackles, and he was gone.
Yeah.
I saw the blocks that they put on the outside receivers, and first I thought they'd all collided with each other, which they did technically, but it was a design play like you said, Coach.
Yeah, and you know, when you look at this, and we've discussed this, it's disappointing that, you know, Western Ouachita cannot play in a league of their peers.
Right.
not very. It just, you know, and I know there's some rhyme or reasons to all of this, but boy, I'm gonna just tell you, it just doesn't seem right in this situation right here. I saw it again, you know, in the Catholic leagues out of New Orleans. I mean, not New Orleans, but Lafayette.
Price tries to let the wall set up for him. He's going to break one tackle and then get hammered at the 19-yard line. That was Levy on the stop, but we have a player down for East Ascension, and he looks like he is hurt, unfortunately. Hope it's nothing serious. All the Spartans taking a knee, hoping that their teammate is all right. Non-select Division I top 10 power rankings. Ruston, Neville, Destrehan, Denham is number 4. Those 4 got the buys. Then you have Central, Parkway.
Central, last year's state champion for the non-select.
Last score we have for Central is 32-10 over Dutchtown. We'll update that as we can. Northwood Shreve, Southside. Southside is beating Prairieville 24-7. Terrebonne and West Monroe. That's a pretty strong non-select top 10. We also have an updated score in the third quarter. Santa Maria has tied it up 14-14 against Ouachita. So that would be incredible if they could come away with a big victory in by-district.
Well, you know, I believe for them, it's got to come on the arm of Cooper Babin. Yep. That offensive line has got to do a heck of a job. It's pretty obvious. Just allowing 14 points defensively, it looks like the Gators have done a very good job.
We're so glad to see that Dawson Landry is up on his own power. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him or something, I'm not sure, but he is up and moving and all moving pretty well. So we're so thankful that we see that and not something much more difficult to deal with.
Replaced by number 23, Jackson Fairview.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Man, that defensive line's not giving them much.
Well, Santa Maria has gone down 17-14 with under 6 minutes in the third quarter. 17-14, Ouachita.
5 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd down and 5. Same formation out of the eye. Otwell and Price are in the backfield. Ooh, he got pounded. My word, the ball came out. It's Levy in for the touchdown. There's no signal that it's not, and there's no flag on the play. Otwell got drilled. Levy comes away, picks up the football, and runs it in for a score.
Untouched coming through that A gap, it looked like.
The third fumble of the game, and they've scored on all those possessions, has East Ascension. We're going to watch the replay in a minute, but let's get this extra point. And now we will be in running time, because we are more than 42 points ahead, 49 right now to 3. I'm not sure what the holdup is. They were waiting on one more player.
Still got plenty of time, 10 seconds before you can kick that thing.
Mason Cotto coming on the line. Kick is up, and it is a good 50-3. We'll come back, set up the replay, and we'll be back right after this on the REV Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are Rev, 90 years of building connections.
Had to be the nose guard.
And we are back. There's a replay. Watch the tackle. And he just picks it up right off the turf. Ball was out. That replay didn't do it justice on the hit. My goodness. Southside leading Prairieville 24-14. 9:56 left in the third. Kicked it away to Price. It will bounce. No, actually they switched it up. And guess what? Yeager makes the catch, tries to tightrope the sideline and couldn't keep his balance.
Well, that's magical on that kickoff.
First and 10 Chiefs from their own 16-yard line.
The defense has played exceptionally well tonight.
And, you know, that's kind of been not a trend in the Ascension Parish. Boy, it seems like everybody's defense is giving up a lot of points.
I think we got a new quarterback in. There's another fumble. He's going to be able to fall on it. That's the first time they've messed up the snap and been able to get back on it. We do have a new quarterback. It's number 5, Devin Ellis. He was the original quarterback for the most of the season until he broke his hand. This will be his first action in the last 4 weeks. So he's a little out of practice. Quick pitch to Price. Price is going to be bottled up. We've got a lot of new guys playing on defense for East Ascension. Ethan Luke on the stop, getting his first action tonight. Javon Jackson in there, number 99. Still got King Short in there, though. They're not getting rid of him. Also Cameron Stone on that line, anchoring the defensive end. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Across the middle, got his tight end, Booth. Runs over one of the defenders. Big time catch and throw. Dylan Robb. Check that, Dylan Robb was the tight end that made the second catch of the night.
Right down there, and look at this. Lower that shoulder and just kind of run over that DB.
Man, he put laid the lumber on Caden Henry. Big first down. They have not had a first down in a while, and that's the second time that they've thrown that deep ball to the tight end, Dylan Robb. Handoff to the fullback. Chance Cole, and there's a flag flying late. I looked away. It looked like it was it's going to go against.
I think it's going to go against the West Ouachita.
Yep. Personal foul against West Ouachita. So after that huge pass play, that'll back them up 15, and now they'll have a second and 15. I don't think they get to replay the down, do they?
Yes.
Okay. Even though it was after the play? I guess that's true because they haven't moved the down marker, so that's exactly what it is.
21.
2nd and 21. Now they do. Out of the shotgun, the first time we've seen that. It's a reverse. Number 15 tossing it to the quarterback, and he will be out of bounds. Eli Cobb took the end around and then set up for the halfback pass to Devin Ellis.
Across midfield to the Spartan 46.
So they'll get a lot of that penalty yardage back. It brings up 3rd and about 4. Clock is running. It only stops on injuries and timeouts. Handoff, trying to pick his way through the traffic, is Aiden Dean. Dean will get the first down.
Chiefs carry an upgrade, first down. 1st and 10 from the Spartan 42.
They'll move the chains. A lot of new faces on defense. That first team defense was absolutely stellar.
Well, in our games that we've done, by far, might be as good a defense as we've seen in all of the games that we've done this year.
Cole hands off to the fullback. Excuse me. Ellis hands off to the fullback, Cole, and Cole will pick up 8.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Ethan Luke on the stop again.
The defensive line has gotten a little bit smaller.
It has definitely leaned out and shrunk.
Good to get him some time, though.
Cole is literally a yard behind the quarterback. Handoff left. He's got a hole, but he'll get tripped up. Frank Johnson on the stop.
First down, Chiefs.
Check that. I believe that was Carson Landry. So brings up, they got a first down on the play. Ball resting at the 30-yard line. Rolling, looking right, got his receiver. Reed into the end zone. Touchdown, great catch. That time by Lorenzo Price.
Quarterback did a good job. Just threw it up, not necessarily for grabs. Threw it up there where his guy could jump up there and make a play on it. And they did.
Stewart looks like he's going to try the extra point. It is 50-9. We'll see if he can make it 10, and it looks like he does, and he does. We will take a break. 4:10 left to go in the third. East Ascension leading by 40, 50-10. Back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
That was a great drive for West Ouachita. 50-10 now. And they will look like they will again line up for the confusing onside kick. Will it be Stewart or the other kicker to do the job? It was almost effective the last time they tried it to start the third, but Michael Levy with his sure hands able to corral it. Another good one, a nice job right into the hands of Nearin Jones, and Jones does exactly what he's supposed to do, fall on the football.
And we'll take over the first and 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our 50-50 ticket winners. If you get your tickets out,
Southside leading 31-14. 4:18 left to go in the third.
Thank you for all your support at JV2. Let's go ahead and give you those numbers right now.
Of course, Southside battling Prairieville, their very first playoff game as a school.
9-5-1.
Everybody in the parish,
719-519.
east side and west side, has gone to the playoffs this year.
That is a tremendous feat.
You got Donaldsonville, Ascension Catholic.
So we've got a new quarterback in Zaylen Smith, number 5, Javian Henderson running the football. Picks up 5 yards.
Got Ascension Christian, and then the 4-5A schools.
Ascension Christian was having a little bit of trouble, maybe a lot of trouble with Opelousas. It was 21-0 at halftime. Opelousas winning that one. Zaylen Smith, the junior, he's the heir apparent to take over quarterback next year once LaBeouf is gone. And he's thrown for 700 yards on the season. And he'll take it himself and run this time. And he will be tackled from behind by Taylor Martin and also Ace Harris. It was Taylor Martin. He's been all over the field tonight. Under a minute, at a minute 30 now left in the third quarter. Again, we're running time because of the score differential. Brings up 3rd and 4. Big first down, big third down for this reserve offense for East Ascension. A little flip. Blaine Williams. Williams breaks free. He lets a defender fly by, and he's in for a touchdown. Holy cow, the young man does it. What a great body control.
But the play they ran was a sweep into the sideline right here, and it's like it was so perfectly blocked. And we had the great view. The East Ascension coaches and players had a great view. Great blocking, sealing everybody inside and right down that sideline, making a heck of a play.
Blaine Williams. Takes it down the sideline, and again, Mason Cotto a little late getting on the field on the extra point. Audemont will kick it up and through, and it's 57-10. And that is just about going to do it for the third quarter. As we get the last couple of seconds to tick off, we will have the fourth quarter coming up. East Ascension in control. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's still fun to watch. Back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program. Precision Pools and Outdoors, Parish Engineering, Black Bayou Lending, OxyChem, the RV Shop, Innovative Orthotics and Prosthetics of Louisiana.
57-10, this East Ascension team with Coach Brock Mathern, who has put his stamp on this program, have come to play. Watch this. Good blocking, like you said, Coach, and down the body control to let number 10 fly by was absolutely incredible.
And nice little move on that last possible defender.
So we hit the fourth quarter, and everybody is fired up here at Spartan Nation, Spartan Stadium. It's going to be a fun alma mater singing in a little bit. So Altamont will boot it away once again. It'll be Yeager and Price set to receive the kick. Last time they switched them.
So we're talking about who's going to be their opponent next round for the Spartans?
Yeah.
And who's that going to be?
Looks like Central. Not a far drive, but you got to play the defending state champions. But the way these guys are playing, it doesn't matter who they play.
Right.
Our anonymous winner of the 50-50 donated $524 back to JV Tier. Thank you very much. We begin the first quarter, EA 57.
Pardon me.
West Ouachita 10. Altamont set the kick for the Spartans.
So we will run the time once again. Line drive boot taken by Yeager on a bounce. Yeager runs into his own man, switches field, trying to turn the corner. What a great open field tackle by guess who? Don Gell Smith. Watch this.
Coming in this picture right now.
I mean, that is textbook. Wrapped up his ankles. You can't run without your legs. Might as well have been zip tied.
So we looks like we get working a little bit on the kickoff here. Now they're returning it. They're going to get first down possession at the 20-yard line. A little better job for the Spartans.
Nowhere to go for the running back.
Well, dive right over the right side of the offensive line.
Ouachita 24-14 over Sanamaw. 8:17 left to go in the fourth. Brings up second down and 6. Ellis again is in at quarterback. Hand off to the fullback, Cole. Cole will pick up. He needed 6, he got 5.
And you know, East Ascension brought in the parish champions, Gonzalez, and also Central. And they're all in the stands kind of watching and saying, man, this looks like something I would really like to do.
No kidding.
So both of them tied for first. Central basically had a better outcome of the season, beating Gonzalez, I think the last week of the season. But both of them are going to East Ascension as parish champions.
Again, to Cole, the fullback. He did get the first down on that last run. He'll pick up 5 here, maybe 6. Running a lot of different guys on for East Ascension. Want to get a lot of guys some playing time here in the playoffs. You just never know when you're going to be the next guy up. I mean, we were thankful that the only injury that we've had for East Ascension looked minor, with Dawson Landry going down a little earlier. Yeager will split way out wide. Again, hand off to Cole. Cole breaks the tackle, make it 2, and he'll be slung down after picking up the first down at the 47-yard line.
Well, they haven't lost what their rhyme or reason's about, and it's this hard dive by that fullback. They've been running that for a long time, and boy, tonight they've done a pretty good job of it. Just could not stop East Ascension.
The 2 passes they've thrown 3 or 4, but the 2 really good passes were to their tight end, Dylan Robb, a first-team all-district player from last year. He's 6'5", 235, and he's only a junior. He does not appear to be in the ball game at the moment. Price will split out wide and Yeager to the near side. quick pitch to the tailback. He will break free for a big gain. That was Caleb Caprew. It's really the first time in a long time that we've seen that quick pitch. Referee talking to Hayden Thrasher, the center, had a question about something. 7 minutes left to go here in the ball game. East Ascension in control and heading to the regional round of the playoffs for the first time in a while. Play action pass into the flats, finds Cole. Cole finds a collision of three different Spartans, including Gage Lasario. Man, there is number 7 out there, Dylan Robb. He tried to block a little bit.
First down, Chiefs.
First down for the Chiefs. Isaiah Alexander out there as well. Courtney Thomas is playing cornerback. Good shot of Derek Dotson there, number 40. First and 10 for the Chiefs. And it's going to be motion. Under 6 minutes to play now. Clock rolling. False start is the call. Backs them up 5. Bus coach. So if all things stay the way it looks like it's going to end up, East Ascension will go play at Central next week. Handoff once again to Caleb Caprew. Not much doing there. Picks up a couple, maybe a yard actually. Brings up second down and 14. And we will start taking a look at doing some basketball pretty soon. Basketball season is going to be kicking off. It already probably has. It has kicked off. But we always get to do some basketball in between now and the new year. And, of course, soccer will be cranking up as well. So we've got a lot more Ascension Parish sports to bring you. Down to Dylan Robb with a big catch. That guy is so good.
Nice catch right there, Coach.
Ellis throws a beautiful ball, and they're down to the 2-yard line. Man, what a catch. He has had 3 of those tonight.
Well, Santa scores, and it's 24-21. Ouachita ahead. And 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Southside leading Prairieville 38-14 early in the fourth. Taking himself as the quarterback, Ellis, and Ellis is in for the touchdown. I got to tell you, these Chiefs are not giving up. They have had a tough game. They've made a lot of mistakes, but they are not giving up. And that's great to see. I know Coach Rainwater doesn't like the outcome, but certainly likes the way these guys have played.
Well, you know, they're in a part of Louisiana, North Louisiana, and I used to coach in Minden. I know well aware of the Rustons and the Nevilles and the West Monroes and the Ouachitas and stuff like that. They're in a part that is a lot of very tough football being played up there.
Extra point is good by Stewart. And with 3:05 and the clock continuing to roll, it is 57-17 now. They haven't put the extra point on the board. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
The athletic training staff of East Ascension High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Spartans Sports Medicine Program. State Farm Insurance Agent Adam McCarty. Ross Downing Buick GMC Gonzales. Athletic Center. Our Lady of the Lake Health. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation.
57-17, we're right at about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. I just want to say it's really been a pleasure, and there's still an opportunity that we might possibly have another football game, maybe if things go right. But we really want to thank all the schools in Ascension Parish, the school board, for allowing Rev and us to do all these games. It's so much fun and such a pleasure to be able to bring high school athletics of all types.
Well, and you see a lot of good things that are put together by the school board.
Right.
Turf on all of the fields. Everything is first class when you're dealing with Ascension Parish School Board.
Quincy Hughes takes the kickoff and has a great return. And I don't think they're going to do anything but kneel this down as the clock continues to roll down. We want to thank all the schools as well, because East Ascension, Santa Ma, Donaldsonville, Ascension Catholic, all the folks, Santa Ma, Dutchtown, Prairieville, they have to do a lot to help us get ready for these games, and we certainly appreciate their hospitality and being treated so very well all the time. Hand off. Good run that time. That was I believe it was Williams.
Well, under a minute left.
Check that. That's Javian Henderson, sorry. So they're going to run the football again, and Javian Henderson will get the handoff once again. He will be met at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to rip the ball away from him, and they can't do so. His forward progress will be stopped. And I would be shocked if we ran another play.
The East Ascension coaches are waving to their players. Come on to this sideline and celebrate with the fans. All the support groups.
Congratulations to them. The last home playoff win was 2022 against this very same West Ouachita team. Saw a nice hug there by Coach Rainwater and Brock Mathern. A lot of respect there for both of those coaches. And of course, we are going to have probably the happiest, oh, look at the fireworks. The happiest playing of the alma mater that we've seen in a long time. The final score, 57-17, East Ascension over West Ouachita. What a game, Coach.
Very good game, hard fought. I'm going to just tell you, we saw a side of East Ascension maybe we've kind of missed this year defensively. They did one heck of a job tonight.
They were a little off kilter in that first drive, but after that, they were just dead stop. They were stopped. And then, of course, those big fumble recoveries, huge plays on defense. And the Spartans are headed over in front of the band so that they can play their alma mater, and we're going to listen to that because it is going to be one thing that they all deserve.
You know, a lot of times it's said that it's hard to win a championship unless you have good defense. And it is pretty obvious that the Spartans defensively have laid it out, and it ought to be very interesting to see just exactly what happens against the defending state champs.
Absolutely. Coming up on Rev Sports 1 and Rev Sports 2, of course, we've got all kinds of great sports coming up. Basketball season, we've got boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer. We're going to have baseball and softball when that comes up in the spring. We've got all kinds of stuff that we're going to be bringing to you on the Rev Game of the Week, and that is something that I think is a credit to our schools, our school board, and Rev. We can't say enough about Rev being part of the community and allowing us to do this and bring all of the great high school sports to the community of Ascension Parish. And we're listening to the West Ouachita alma mater. And as soon as that goes, it will be East Ascension's turn.
You have the East Ascension band in the end zone, and you have the Spirit Group.
Congratulations to the Chiefs, and now it's time for the East Ascension Spartan alma mater. Ascension comes away with a big victory. One quick last scoring update, and that is Santa Ma comes up a little bit short, 24-21. Congratulations to the Santa Ma Gators for playing a hard-fought season. Well, that is going to do it for us. It has been an incredible football game. The final score, East Ascension 57, the Chiefs 17. We want to thank our great crew, Zane Chapoy, Nolan Wagasback, Jacob Playoffs Voisin, and Maggie Davis. Of course, we want to thank our great director, Andre Chapoy, and without any doubt, we couldn't do it without our executive producer, Lyle Boudreau, back in master control, and David Swacker. I want to thank you, my friend. It's been a great season, and we'll be ready for basketball coming up soon.
Right around the corner.
That's going to do it for us. For myself, Jimmy Frederick, and David Swacker. Have a great night, everybody. Congratulations to East Ascension. We wish them all the best on their run to the Dome.